boys and girls, both of Ellender's teams have made it to the championship round this year. I was starting to see both teams ready to jump. Starting lineups for the Lady Eagles, the guards are 12 Scrubs, 14 Manning, 20 LeBlanc. The forwards are 31 Dumas and 35 Charles. Maz will be in their light blue uniforms, powder blue. Ellender in the maroon. And there's the tap. It's controlled by Meisler. That's number 20 for the Chiefs, and it's good hands by Ellender. Quickly up the court, Jim. Pass inside. The shot is no good off the rim. Rebounded by the Eagles. Shot no good to the left corner. Back to the point. Shot too hard off the glass. No good. Fight for the rebound. Controlled by Meisler. Out to number 20. That's Wynn. Wynn with the ball. Ellender in a 1-2-2 zone, Jim. Start the game. 55 trying to set a pick.
A 5-second call. 5-second call. Carl, looks like it's going to be an exciting game. We got number 1 versus number 2. The only loss Meisler has this year is to Ellender, and Ellender is undefeated. Should be a good game.
Crystal Manning gives the ball to number 31, Dumas. Back to Manning. Manning back to Dumas. Dumas puts up a shot. It's good. Nothing but the net on that shot. Ellender takes a 2-0 lead. That was number 31, Rhonda Dumas.
Dumas is their go-to girl. You'll be seeing a lot of that today.
There's a break. Dumas with the hands, plays defense also. 3-on-2, Jim. They have the numbers, but she pulls up, tries to find the cutter. Good job of number 55 of stepping in the passing lane. Long outlet passes, not out of bounds. Good save that time by Wynn. Shot off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Meisler. That was number 33 with the bucket, Jordan.
That was 33. Krista Allen with a weak side. With a weak side rebound, put that 2 back up. We got it tied at 2.
Sorry, Jim. They put the Truman boys roster in front of me.
Gabrielle LeBlanc for 2 for Ellender. 4-2 lead.
It would be a little easier if I had the right roster, Jim. Four to 2. Ellender with the lead. Ellender, the undefeated team, the home team for the day's game. 55 takes a shot at the foul line. No good off the front of the rim. There's a rebound again by number 33. That's Allen. Krista Allen with the bucket. Game tied at 4. 3:55 and counting left to play in the first quarter. Number 14, Manning, for Ellender, walks the ball to the front court. Passes to 31, Dumas. Back to Manning. We have a timeout.
Well, that's Meisler, 2 for 2 on the offensive boards. Krista Allen, number 33, 2 missed shots, put up back. Krista Allen, we're tied at 4.
As we see the Ellender huddle there, Coach Sims and Coach Meir. Ellender won their first girls championship last year, if I'm not mistaken, Jim. Of course, the Ellender boys have won quite a few.
The Ellender girls won their first, so they're defending champion, and they want to keep their crown. They're undefeated this year. And again, Meisler's only lost to them, so we're in for a barn burn. It should go down to the wire.
In the boys' game, I think Truman's the defending champion for the boys' middle school.
That's correct.
And they'll be playing Ellender Eagles, who are no strangers to championship play.
Carl, you should know that better than anybody. Won a few there yourself.
Ball comes in as a fight for it. Number 35 off the glass. Good kiss off the glass for number 35, Bailey Charles. Gives Ellender a 2-point lead. Full court pressure now by the Eagles. Meisler doing a nice job of breaking it. There's penetration, but it's knocked out of bounds. Ball will be retained by Meisler. Ellender will go to a 2-3 zone on the throw-in. Meisler to throw in. And it's stolen by Manning. 3-on-2 once again. Nice pass up the court. A little off balance that time by Scrubs. There's a jump ball. 3:21 left to play in the first. 6-4 Ellender with a 2-point lead. And I must say, Jim, we have a nice crowd for it being a 3 o'clock game so far.
And they're right behind us.
There's a steal by Meisler into the front court. They have a chance to tie the game, and there she is, number 33. She's fouled. That was Krista Allen once again. She's been active for Meisler so far. Foul by number 20, excuse me, Jim, that was Gabrielle LeBlanc with the foul.
Krista Allen to shoot 2. See if she can tie it at 6.
First shot is good, nice roll. That's a shooter's roll, as they say. Cuts it to 1. Substitution, number 21, Ashley Curtis in the game for Ellender, replacing number 35, Charles. Second shot has a chance to tie the game. Second shot is up, that's good. Tied at 6. Manning once again walking the ball into the front court. Meisler's also in the zone. Looks like a 1-2-2, the same as what Ellender was playing. 1-2-2 zone. Shot no good off the front of the rim. Meisler with the rebound. Number 20 bringing it up. That's Simmons. Over to the left wing, drives down the baseline, off the glass, no good. Fight for the rebound, Scrubs has it. Scrubs over to Manning for the Eagles. Manning over to the right wing. Dumas looks for the cutter, gets it to number 12 for the layup. That was Scrubs cutting down the lane. Once again, Ellender drops back this time, takes off the full court pressure.
And Scrubs got that rebound, Carl. She got the defensive board, cut to the basket, got the outlet for 2 points. She did it all.
Oh, nice drive that time by number 55, Milton. Taking it down the baseline to the hole for the 2, ties the game at 8. I agree, Jim. Looks like we might have a barn burner here today in this girls' game.
That was Mary Milton for Meisler. She missed the first meeting with Ellender when Ellender won by 18. So Coach Kitty,
and there's
Ashley Curtis for the 2.
10-8.
Coach Kitty for Meisler, hoping that Mary will help bring him back and get him a win today.
Nice pass inside, but it's blocked by Dumas. Over to Manning. Manning one-on-one off the glass, and that's good. I mean, excuse me, that was Scrubs, number 12 with the basket. 12-8, Ellender with a 4-point lead.
Looks like Ellender's got a little bit more speed early in the first quarter. They're getting back real fast with the ball. Here they go again.
Right, good hands. That's going to be a foul.
But after playing both teams this year, Ellender has the size. Meisler has the size, but Ellender's got size and speed. So should be a good game. Timeout
for
Meisler.
Jim, that's a good point. As a coach of of Coach Kitty Rupert. You could tell, Jim, that's so because even though both teams are playing a 1-2-2 zone, Ellender brings it out almost a half court. It's a little more aggressive zone. Meisler a little more of a passive zone to try to protect, I think, the lane from dribble penetration, which is a smart move on their part. Ellender, as you said, with the quickness. Although Ellender has hit that cutter, Meisler has to do a little better job of finding that cutter.
Well, Meisler's got to break this press, that's for sure. Ellender's going to stay with that pressure. The number 1 rule of defense is to play pressure. So let's see how Meisler handles it.
You know, I like that trapping game there, Jim. Pressure defense. I'm running that right now with the Lady Buccaneers here at West Jeff.
Yeah, I heard you got back into coaching. Congratulations.
Well, I don't know if it's congratulations or not.
Shimon Joseph for 2 for Meisler from 16 feet.
12 to 10. So on behalf of the West Jeff Buccaneer family, I'd like to welcome you to Buccaneer land, so to speak.
Thank you, Carl.
Playing host here tonight. I'll get you a soft drink or whatnot at halftime. I can pull a few strings.
Here's Mary Milton trying to do it.
And there you go with that size. Fight for the rebound, 31. As you said, Marlowe, a little size on the boards. They can match out on the boards, Jim. That might be where they pick up some loose change here today on the missed shots. There's good hands by Ellender. Inside, no good. Rebounded by number 21, Curtis. And look at that fast break. As you were saying, got the ball up quickly. There's a foul, 2 shots.
What's that saying, Carl? Speed kills? In basketball, speed means points.
Right, and that was Allen, number 33 on the foul. So number 23, Caitlin Jones at the line shooting 2. Ellender with a 4-point lead, 31.3 seconds left to play in the first. Fast-paced first quarter, Jim.
Not much whistles by the referees. Both teams playing good basketball. But Ellender's got that edge so far.
The Meisler faithful trying to make a little noise, disrupting the free throw, but that was nothing but net. Good concentration. That time by number 23, Jones. 16-10. I think that's the biggest lead of the game so far for Ellender, 6 points. Once again, 1-2-2 zone. Ellender, very active.
Stolen,
but thrown away. Turnover. Long pass up the court, no good. Let her too far down the baseline. Meisler going back into their half-court defense. Both teams playing mostly half-court defense today. Ellender tried a full court, but got away from that. There's a little penetration, kiss off the glass, no good. There's all blue shirts underneath there. Good job by Meisler coming down with the rebound. Number 20, Simmons again with it at the point. And a long three-point shot, no good. As the quarter ends, an exciting first quarter. Play fast paced, as we said. Your first quarter score. Homestanding Ellender, Lady Eagles 16, and the visiting Meisler, Lady Chiefs, excuse me. Still trying to get used to that. I've been out of the middle school for a couple of years, so I'm trying to remember all the nicknames, yeah?
Well, it's 16-10. Both teams got to feel each other out. Adjust to the crowd, adjust to the referees. Carl, I was at that Saints game Monday night, and this gym's almost seems as loud as that Superdome.
Right, well, you know, it's not a very big gym, and when you just get a few people here with the acoustics as it is, it can get noisy. Low ceiling and a fairly small gym.
Well, again, Meisler coming across the river representing the East Bank in this basketball middle school finals. Again, finished 8-1 in the regular season. And semifinals of the playoffs, Meisler defeated Marrero 49-36. And Ellender in the semifinals defeated Truman 62-46. So the number 1 seed and number 2 seed made it to the championship game, Carl.
What about the boys, Jim? Is it the same scenario with them? Were they 1 and 2 also in that league?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ellender 1, Truman 2, and they're both here. They defeated 3 and 4 last week.
Ellender will have the ball to start the second quarter. Once again, that's Manning with it. The famous last name for an athlete there, Jim. Ball goes inside. Good hands by Meisler, but it's retained by Ellender. Once again, there's the speed, the catch-up speed by Manning, tracking down the ball. Shot no good. Once again, blue shirts on that weak side. Ellender not really hitting the offensive boards against Meisler. There's Simmons. Simmons gives it to Milton. Puts up a shot. That's good. And she's fouled. Fouls on number 14 for Ellender. That's Manning.
Well, Milton's not shy for Meisler. She looks like their go-to person. You got Krista Allen under the goal and Mary Milton taking it to the hole. Down by 4.
Shot is good. Cuts it to 3. You're right, Jim. You can miss the first shot, but when you can pick up the loose change like down the boards, you know, and put it back in, that's why board work is so important on both ends of the floor. If you cold from the outside, that's an equalizer if you can hit the boards. And there she is again. Gives it out on the break. Once again, Ellender's there. Manning pickpockets the ball. Brings it up. Passes to number 31. Shot. No good. Once again, fight for the rebound. Meisler comes down with it. Long pass. And that's going to be traveling. One too many steps. I think Allen knew it.
Looked like she thought about putting that dribble down and then pulled it back and took 3 steps.
Crystal Manning once again walks the ball to the front court. 1-2-2 for Meisler. There's a pass and nice hands once again by Meisler. There's Simmons. Simmons over to Milton. Rebound by Ellender. Manning with it. Once again, Ellender has the numbers if they look up. Out of bounds to Meisler. 4:35 left to play in the first half. 16-13. Ellender with a 3-point lead. Simmons bringing the ball up again to Milton. Milton, good post pass. Good interior pass to number 33, Allen. Back to a 1-point game.
And that's what Meisler's got to do. Go to your big kids underneath. Ellender has 1 tall person. Meisler has 2. Hit the open 1.
Oh, nice inside pass. Nice little hook shot, but it's no good. Tough break for number 21, Curtis. Meisler could take the lead here with a basket, Jim.
And Mary Milton's got it. 3-2 offense for Meisler. She don't want to take the shot. She's open for the three. And makes it.
That's Joseph with the tray to give Meisler the lead, 18-16.
Hey, Carl, she didn't want to take the shot.
She was wide open, though.
You got to get a little more aggressive, Meisler, if they want to win. Championships are won being aggressive.
I agree with that.
You don't win championships by being passive. Think of Milton's going to the hole. She's going.
And she's fouled by number 23. That foul's on Caitlin Jones. And you can hear the Meisler contingent, as you said, traveling from the East Bank to the West Bank.
Well, Carl, it's not much of a rivalry, East versus West. Is it in middle school too much?
Not too much because over the years, I don't want to say the better teams, but the teams it seems to be doing a little better have been the West Bank school, at least on the boys' side. Although Adams and Roosevelt have really dominated for the most part in the girls' side. So, really, the East Bank has kind of dominated over the years, let's say, on the East Bank, and the boys more so on the West Bank. But Roosevelt's boys have been very competitive, at least the years that I coached. And there's a nice layup by number 12. That's Scrubs.
19-18, Meisler up by 1. She's open again.
And she hits it again. She's feeling it, Jim. Once again, that was Joseph. I mean, once you're in rhythm, once she gets hot, Ellender may have to do something about that. Maybe change the defense a little, and that's off the hands. And here's the numbers.
2-on-2, Ellender got back.
And there's
Milton
the rebound.
over the back. Couldn't put it in.
Couldn't put it in. Manning with the rebound. Meisler doing a nice job of getting back on defense. Shot put up, no good. Fight for the rebound. Controlled by Ellender. Manning has it. Once again, throws it to an open spot. And there's a backcourt violation against Ellender. 22-18, Meisler with a 4-point lead.
It's like Meisler just picked it up a little bit. And again, Joseph's 3-pointers, those 6 points are the difference right now.
Right, and Meisler, as you said, their only loss was to Ellender. Maybe they have a little more to prove here today than Ellender. You lose to a team, you have a little more incentive to maybe get it the next time. There's a shot. That's a first miss in a while. There goes Ellender. All the way in, off the glass, and that's good by number 31, Dumas. Rhonda Dumas closes the gap to 2. Little full court pressure by Ellender. Meisler breaks it. There's a push called on number 35, Charles. Charles with the foul. 2:10 left to play in a fast-moving first half.
Cleanly fought, not many calls. Milton's open. She asked for it and gets the 2 points.
Ellender has to do a better job of stopping that. Right under the basket. 24-20. I think they put it on the wrong team. It's 24-20. Scoreboard's wrong. 4-point Meisler lead.
When your player gets open and claps twice for the ball,
and there's
that's
a block. Outlet pass to number 20, Simmons, all the way in. Missed the shot, but she's fouled. She'll have 2 at the line. That foul's on Scrubs. Simmons at the line shooting 2. 4-point lead for the Lady Chiefs. First shot is up. That's good. NBN there. Nothing but net there, Jim.
Maz, a great free throw shooting so far.
Biggest lead of the game. It's up to 5. It has a chance to make it 6 to match Ellender's biggest lead.
And Carl, just a few minutes ago, Ellender was up by 6.
Right. Rebound by Ellender.
Missed the second shot. 1:42 to go.
There's a pass inside. There's a shot. No good. Too strong. Once again, the fight for the rebound. Ellender comes up with it. Shot. No good. Ellender doing a better job on the offensive boards. Number 31 puts it up no good, but there's 21 to pick up the loose change. And then she climbs the back. Compounds the missed shot by creating the foul. That was on Curtis. You see that a lot.
They missed the shot. They reach over to get the ball. Bonus.
Bonus for Meisler. Meisler shooting a 1-and-1.
Well, you know, Carl, Meisler had won a basketball championship girls since the late Frank Farino won a couple back in the early 80s. So I know Meisler won their first volleyball last year, so they're looking for their first basketball in about 12 years, so they got a shot.
Right, same thing with the Ellender girls last year. That was their first in I don't know how long, but
it was their first basketball ever in the history of school.
Oh, ever.
And this year they won their first volleyball ever in the history of the school. Mary Milton makes the first.
Biggest lead of the game for Meisler, 6 points. I wonder what that means, Jim. When I left, the girls started winning over there. Maybe I was putting too much pressure on them.
7 points, Carl.
Ball comes into Manning. Manning over to the right wing. That's the first chance I'll have to see the Ellender boys since I left, Jim. So it'll be interesting to see the kind of style and the kind of play that they have now.
Carl, it looks the same as when you were there. Big, fast, and could do it all.
27-20. Ball comes in approaching the 1 minute and counting mark. Left to play in the first half. 7-point Meisler lead. 2-3 zone now for Ellender. He's trying to, and there it is. It's blocked, but Meisler comes up with the loose ball. That's no good. Rebounded by the Eagles. And they race it up there. Good hands that time by Ellender, though, to knock it away. 42 seconds left.
Rhonda Dumas with some great rebounding for Ellender on the defensive end, but couldn't convert it to points on the offensive end.
Meisler did a good job of getting their hands in the passing lane. There's a shot. They're a little too strong on all their shots so far this afternoon.
Sometimes Ellender just can't get a basket. 2-on-2.
There's Simmons. Simmons pickpocket once again. Good hands that time.
That's Manning.
Off the glass, no good. You can't miss those, Jim. That's a crip shot right there.
Brittany Simmons with 15 seconds. Playing the 3-2 offense. Milton on the wing.
No good. There's fight for the rebound. Ellender comes up with it. 8 seconds. They have time to get off a shot. And there she goes, 21 off the glass. No good once again. I mean, very tough shooting for Ellender in the first half. Your halftime score, the visiting Meisler Lady Chiefs 27 in the home standing and undefeated Ellender Lady Eagles 20. We'll be right back for the start of our second half after the short timeout. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, our halftime score, Meisler 27, Ellender 20. Ellender with the ball to start the second half. They're coming our way, the second half. Inside pass, and she's fouled. 31 fouling 31. So Rhonda Dumas will go to the line to shoot 2.
Well, Carl, looking over the points in that second quarter, it was all Meisler. Meisler outplayed Ellender. Believe it or not, 17-4 in that quarter.
First shot is up, no good. That's too strong off the back of the rim. I just find maybe the Ellender ladies today, Jim, have a little more adrenaline flowing. Their shots seem to be long. Second one's up, that's much better. That's in. Cuts it to 6, 27-21. Here's that full court pressure. 2-1, 2-1-2. And there's good hands, but nice recovery that time by Meisler. And there's a layup, which is in by number 31, Marlowe. Marlowe.
That's her first 2 of the game.
And there's a quick timeout by Ellender.
Well, when you press and you don't get it, there's always somebody down under the basket, and Meisler has a couple of tall people and found the the weak side open one and got the 2 points.
Right, they almost had the steal, but it was a good job by number 20 of fighting through that double team. That was Simmons.
Leading scorers in the first half of Ellender, Dana Scruggs with 8, LeBlanc with 2, Curtis with 2, Jones with 2, Dumas with 4, and Charles with 2. For Meisler, Shimon Joseph with 8, 2 of them 3-pointers. Underneath the basket, Krista Allen with 8, Mary Milton, number 55, with 9, and Brittany Simmons with 3.
5:31 left to play in the third. Ellender down by 8, 29-21. Pass to the right wing to Scruggs. Scruggs over to the foul line. Nice dump inside. No good. Shot under pressure. Rebounded by Meisler. It's saved by number 20. She gets it back. That's Simmons. Simmons inside, knocked away. Ellender has it. She looks up. She's got it. So 2-on-1. And there's a foul. Foul by Simmons.
Ellender needs to change that defense. Meisler's eating up that 1-2-2 on that 3-2 offense. They're hitting it to Milton on the wing and then pumping it inside to Allen. As soon as that 2 comes out, they throw it inside. So they're open for the 3 or the height underneath. Ellender needs to change that.
First shot is up and good. 29-22 cuts the lead to 7. Second one is up. That's also good. Back to a 6-point Meisler lead. Meisler sets up for the full court, but they don't get it. Ellender goes back to a half court. 55 has it. Left her feet. Oh, it's bad angles. Gave her the baseline, Jim. A bad angle on that. Got the cutoff sideline and baseline. They didn't do either that time, but they got away with it. Ellender on the break has the numbers. A little maybe overpassing that time. Nice job of getting in the passing lane that time for number 32 for Meisler. Ellender will have it under their own basket.
She should have took it up for the shot once you got it 5 feet from the basket.
And that's right in there. Nothing but the net for number 14, Manning. Back to a 4-point Meisler lead.
That's Manning with 4 points.
And there's a steal. Looks up.
Quarter. Here's Manning again.
Off the glass and good. Meisler may want to think about a timeout of their own, Jim. It's a 2-point game. And just as I say it, there it is, timeout. Ellender on a little run here.
And that's all Crystal Manning. 6 points in the first minute and a half of the third quarter.
And as you said, Jim, if you have speed like that, go ahead and pressure the ball.
I know I would.
You don't have to think twice of what I would do.
Carl, you'd be present since they got off the bus in the parking lot. I know you. You believe in your team. You teach them the speed, to pressure that ball. Do it from the opening tip-off. Why wait?
I can't even spell zone, to be honest with you. That full court press, half court traps. Pressure the ball. Make the offense make bad, quick decisions.
Why let the other team do what they want to do? That's our philosophy, Carl, I know. Meisler take it in, down by 2.
Simmons with it. She's going to walk the ball to the front court. Ellender stays in that 1-2-2. Let's see if they trap off of it. There's a shot, and it's too strong, but there she is again. They're not covering that weak side, Jim. Weak side rebound by number 31. They're not blocking out on the weak side. Marlowe picked up the loose change and put it in.
Well, if they don't have the size, they got one tall when they're going on the front side to deny Allen, leaving Marlowe open.
Once again, good board work from Meisler. If they win this game, it's going to be because of their board work.
That's Allen and Marlowe. Milton put it up again.
No good. Out of bounds to Ellender.
Looks like she forced that out of control, Carl.
You know, they haven't made many of their first shots, Jim, but it's been the loose change on the rebound. So I think Meisler's attitude is, you know, put it up and hit the boards and just put it back in.
Sometimes that missed shot's as good as a pass if you got somebody tall underneath.
Right, absolutely. If you're good on the offensive boards, that'll make up for a lot of poor outside shooting.
Junction shot, no
good. Ellender gets an offensive rebound, but it's knocked away. Simmons has it. All the way in, down the baseline, but she travels. Once again, Ellender giving up the baseline on that drive. You've got to move your feet. 2 things you have to cut off in basketball, the sidelines and the baseline, penetration. They're not doing a good enough job of cutting that baseline off. There's a pass to the left wing inside. Nice hands in the passing lane once again. Meisler getting their hands in the passing lanes. 2-on-2 all the way in. A no call there. Basket's good by 55, Milton.
Milton wanted that foul. Could have but one either way, charge or block, but it was a non-call. But I like referees that do that. If you're not sure, call nothing.
There's a fight for the ball once again. Ellender comes up with it. 2-on-2. There's a pass. Bad pass at the feet. Meisler comes up with it.
Meisler running a 1-3-1 offense now, Carl, in this third quarter.
And there's a long shot off the glass. Did she call that one? That was Milton trying to show off a little bit of a range there. 36-27, 9-point lead. That's the biggest lead of the game for the Lady Chiefs. 36-27.
And Carl, that's Mary Milton again. She missed the first game. Meisler's only lost this year when they played Ellender. Mary Milton didn't dress and play. And right now, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14 of the 36 points of Mary Milton.
2:28 left to play in the third quarter. There's a shot of the Meisler crowd. And there's the boys coach right there. He does a nice job at Meisler.
That's Coach Hill from Meisler, Dwayne Hill, coming to support the girls from Meisler. Always nice to see that.
Always admire Coach Milton. I mean, his teams play hard. We're fortunate not to lose to them the 5 years I was at Ellender, but his teams play hard. I mean, you have to admire that.
Also principal of Meisler, Jay Harney. Good to see him in the stands. Meisler down by 9, 2.5 to go in the third quarter.
Good save that time by number 32.
But they should be taught not to save it under the other team's basket. They should have just let it go out. But they're able to keep possession.
Little 1-2-2 offensive set right now. They're putting those two big girls on the blocks down there, Jim.
Joseph on the line, only 2.
38-27. Ellender's going to have to try to eat away a little bit to lead there. Ellender crowd a little solid right now.
1-3-1, the middle's
Shot
open.
The foul line, no good. Jump ball, fight for the rebound.
I ran that 1-3-1 a lot this year, Carl. It's a good offense.
I run it too, so we're in total agreement.
Well, I know if you run it, it's got to be good.
I don't know about that. But
Brittany Simmons gets the pick, comes around, looks inside.
Oh, good job. Now they got the pass lane that time. They get a little wise to Miss Milton. Shot off the glass, no good. Once again, co-shooting afternoon for Ellender, but number 31 puts in the loose change, Dumas. 38-29. At some point, Jim, Ellender's gonna have to pick up their defensive intensity.
Maybe man up, match up with them belly to belly.
Drives right by, puts it up, stolen. They have the numbers if they see it. There it is. Oh, shot no good. They had the numbers.
It didn't hit the backboard.
No, jump ball. They wasted that trip. It was 3-on-1.
Well, the pass was kind of behind her. She did a little 360 and just went for the rim and missed.
Well, that's spacing too. Once you're in the lane, you run out of space, so you got to put the shot up. That's one thing sometimes I see a lot. Poor spacing on the offensive end.
Simmons sticks her hand out. Milton gets possession. Back to Simmons for 2.
Simmons puts it up and it's in, and she gets fouled on the arm. And once again, you can hear the Meisler crowd up on their feet. 40-29.
Biggest lead, Carl. 11 with 48 seconds left in the third period.
I see Coach Fallon up there. Is he working at Meisler now? Coach Fallon used to be at Truman, the girls coach over at Truman.
I'm not sure where he's assigned. I know he's in administration.
Yes, well, I see him cheering in the Meisler section, so he might be at Meisler now.
44 seconds. Ellender tried to do a little too much on that fast break.
40-29, 11-point Meisler lead.
Milton wants the 3.
Too strong, but there's a rebound just as good as a pass, like you said, Jim. And there's another basket, another foul.
Krista Allen.
Krista Allen.
You got two big kids, one on each side, strong side, weak side. Just throw those shots up. But Milton and Joseph are making them too. And when they miss, they got the people to get the rebounds.
And that shot is in, 43-29. Meisler cooking on all cylinders today.
That's 11 points for Krista Allen, 11. Marlowe's got 4, stolen.
It's a 2-on-2, puts it up, no good. Fight for the rebound, Ellender comes up with it. They have a 2-on-1 if they hurry. 2-on-1, puts it up, no good. And it's tipped by Meisler, goes out of bounds to Ellender. Well, Jim, I don't even know if Ellender's been behind in any games this year.
Could be. This could be their first.
Let's see how they react. I mean, sometimes different teams react differently, you know, when they have to come from behind, never being used, you know, they having to do that before.
Got a loose ball foul, got a push.
That's going to be on Bordelon. 4.8 seconds left to play. Meisler dominating the third quarter of play.
Carl, why are they not pressing right now? Why are they going to give them a shot right here?
Shot's no good. At the end of 3, Meisler 43, Ellender 29. And the Meisler fans are on their feet.
6 minutes left to decide the middle school championship for 2001.
And there's a shot of Coach Milton once again. Coach
Hill.
Fallon also there.
Now there's the Ellender, not as happy, Carl. But Ellender's not out of it yet.
43-29.
Let's see the third quarter.
Down by 34, Jim. I mean, excuse me, not 34. They're down by 14.
That quarter, 16-9. Meisler on top.
Well, I'm with you, Jim. I'd be totally shocked if Ellender come out and get a little more aggressive on the defensive end. I mean, they need some steals. They need some transition baskets.
If they're not pressing all 80 feet belly to belly, I'd be surprised. I see Zeke on the bench helping Coach Sherry Sims of Ellender. And they have got to go attack that ball now with 6 minutes to go. They have got to go for the ball and trap that ball. 2 on the ball.
And Ellender has the athletes, Jim, to get right back in this game. If they get a little 2 or 3 minute spurt here, maybe go to a little 10-0 run, back in it.
And Carl, they got to make some shots. They have been open and missing their outside shots and their layups.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. You need some easy transition baskets. If you're not doing it on the half court, you've got to do it in the transition.
Manning for 3.
No good. And once again, Meisler's there with the rebound. And there's Simmons. And Simmons is fouled, and Meisler's going to be at the line pretty soon. That's another place you don't want the Lady Chiefs if you're Ellender, making free throws at the foul line. Meisler inbound underneath their own basket. If I'm Meisler, Jim, I'm in no hurry. I'm going to use, well, I say that, and she looks to shoot right away.
And Milton
inside,
underneath.
and then she's in there. That's what you call the old high-low.
That's Mary Milton, leading scorer in the game, number 55 for Meisler, Mary Milton.
There's a drive. Shot finally, Ellender puts the ball in a hole.
Rhonda Dumas.
45-31.
But Carl, they're falling back. They're not pressing them. They can't match them basket for basket.
There's a jump ball. Meisler gets it on the alternate possession. Meisler also with 2 coaches. You know the assistant coach for Meisler, Jim, by any chance?
No, I don't. I know he comes and helps Coach Kitty Rupert sometimes, but I don't know his name.
And there's a good block. Little volleyball action that time.
I know
Fight
he
for
works
the rebound, and Ellender should come up with it. And they do. She has to look up. They still have it. Too late. 31 down the lane. Too hard off the glass. Fight for the rebound. Ellender comes up with it, puts up a shot. Finally, she's fouled. 31 on the foul for Meisler. That's Marlowe. Charles will go at the line to shoot 2. 35 fouls 35. Excuse me, 31 foul and 35. Timeout Ellender.
Well, talking to Coach Rupert of Meisler before the game, she's telling me she would really like to win, what her chances were, and I just told her, well, a few years back, Adams Middle School played Ellender and lost by 18 during a regular season, and we went on to win in the playoffs and beat them by 15, so you can't go all the time of what happens during the regular season, whether you're missing players and just having an off day. So I told you, Coach Rupert of Meisler, just go do what you've been successful with, and now that you got Mary Milton back with you, maybe things can make a difference.
So you get a percentage of the royalties on this coaching check, or how's this work?
No, just
wait, what do you call that? A consultant fee?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Well, Jim, you're a nice guy, Jim. I mean, not even a consultant fee, geez.
I just told her she's got to be positive. She just looked a little worried before the game. She just looked a little tight. I just told her relax.
Well, most coaches do look worried before, even if they have a great team, you're going to be worried. First shot in.
Makes the first.
If they can cut it to under 10 in about another minute, you have to, at this point, just got to, try to whittle it down, get within a manageable figure with about 2 minutes left. And there's the full court pressure, but they're not, there you go, there's the steal.
Check, that's Bailey Charles on those free throws. Bailey Charles with the steal and the pass.
Up, but she's fouled, that's what they need more of. Full court pressure.
Stops the clock. That's what you and I would be doing. Dumas to shoot 2, I believe.
Yeah, but you can't say that. I wouldn't have been playing zone to start with.
Zone's not in your vocabulary, huh?
No. First shot's up, no good off the front of the rim. She'll have a second. Need to make the free throws. No defense here. Second shot is up. That's still no good. That's not going to help her. Ellender comes up with the rebound. Goes inside, puts it up. No good.
That's Dumas going strong.
And she makes it. Count the basket. Can cut it to 11 if she, can cut it to 9. There we go. Under 10 if she makes the free throw. We still have a lot of time, Jim, 4:34.
That's Rhonda Dumas, leading scorer for Ellender. That's her 11th. That's
and the shot's good. It's back to a 9-point game. That's the first victory Ellender have to do is get it under 10. They've managed that.
You're correct.
Still a lot of time left.
Oh, just missed it. Milton with the ball.
And that's tipped by Ellender. At least Ellender's picked up the pace of the game. That's what they need.
That's their game. That's their game. They're aggressive. Let them be aggressive.
Meisler throws it in, and there's a shot, and that's no good. Maybe Meisler's shooting a little too quick right now. If I was them, Jim, I think I'd run a little clock, especially since Ellender's back in the zone, but they're going to still pop it. They're just going to play their game.
Brittany Simmons for 3.
So much for burning some clock.
But Carl, she was uncontested. Nobody 5 feet from the ball.